What's up, Topeka? Welcome to the I'm From Topeka podcast, broadcasting straight from the... We're here to bring you the people, the stories, and the pulse of Topeka. Whether you're a longtime resident or just curious about what makes the city tick, we've got you covered. And sitting across from me today, I got my man...
Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm Mike G, independent artist, local Topeka native. Man, where are we sitting today and who are we sitting with?
Man, if y'all are watching on YouTube right now, you see we're in a pretty spectacular place. We're at Skateaway here in Topeka, and I'm sitting next to Miss Maddie and Miss Tracy. And Miss Maddie and Miss Tracy, they go by a very certain roller derby name. Now, I'm just going to let them introduce that to y'all. So, Miss Maddie, thank you for letting us be here today.
Yeah,
thank you for being on the podcast. Miss Tracy, again, thank you for letting us be here, and thank you for being on the podcast. But kind of tell them who y'all are and kind of what y'all do.
Okay. My name is Mini-Me. That's my skater name. I've been skating with the Capital City Crushers for about, I want to say 2.5 years now. But before that, I skated with the Kansas City Junior League for a lot longer. So I've been skating like half my life, basically. I'm currently our co-captain, and I'm also our head of diversity.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Miss Tracy, what about you?
My skater name is Luna Shovegood. I started playing, I think, I don't know, time's not real after COVID.
True. Amen to that.
So I started playing, I think it was in 2012.
Okay.
I'm currently now the executive director of the team, also the head of bout production, the head of WIFTA coordination, and I think there's something else, but it all runs together.
That's a lot of titles.
I was going to say, you got a lot of titles.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just adding them up
Heck
there.
yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so tell me your name again.
Luna Shovegood.
Luna Shovegood. Okay,
So-
why Luna?
Yeah.
Well, Harry Potter.
Oh.
Are you not familiar?
I'm not. I'm honestly,
yeah.
I'm not.
Okay, well, first off, J.K. Rowling's a turf. Got to get that in there.
There you go.
No, it's takeoff of one of the characters from Harry Potter, Luna Lovegood. So
Okay.
Luna Shovegood.
Luna Shove. I
There it
love
is.
it.
Got a
love
ring
it.
to it.
Okay,
Smooth.
and Miss Maddie, yours again?
Mini-Me.
Mini-Me after who?
After my mom. So my mom
Oh.
used to actually play for the Capital City Crushers for a really long time, a while back, and my dad also played in Kansas City, but I'm her Mini-Me, so. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love
That's
it.
sweet. That's
Her
sweet.
mom
That's
was
awesome.
actually coach when I first joined. She trained me up when I was an itsy bitsy little baby skater.
Wow.
By baby, I mean 30 years old. But,
There you go. Hey, I'm 31,
Let's start
so
somewhere.
I'm baby.
It's still not too late.
Yeah, so we're this prime. We're good. We're right there. But yeah. So tell them a little bit about Capital City Crushers. What are y'all? What is Capital City Crushers?
Capital City Crushers are Topeka's adult roller derby team.
Okay.
We started, I think it was in 2007, as the Top City Roller Girls.
Okay.
Over the years, that has morphed into the Capital City Crushers as we are right now.
Okay.
Roller derby's a full contact sport. We welcome members of all backgrounds. We're primarily, for women or non-binary folks or people who identify most with women's roller derby.
Mhm.
And we're just here to have a good time and make friends and hit each other really hard.
Very important.
That's what I was wondering. So roller derby. I'm thinking about like just derby. So like how does it all go? Like, so if there's a meet or what do you call it? So during a derby, like what happens? Like what's...
Okay, so the individual plays, if you will, are actually called jams, and the game itself is called a bout.
Okay.
But during the jams, those can last up to 2 minutes. You have two jammers who are your point scorers. But it's a lot different than other sports because there's not a ball involved in order to score the points. So basically the way that people score points is through their jammers. And the two jammers, one from each team, have to go through a set of blockers. And so there's 4 blockers from the opposing team. One of those is a pivot. And so there's 8 skaters out to block total. And so the jammers pass through those blockers while avoiding them, obviously, because you're getting hit, and go through for an initial pass. And then once they get through for the second time, that's when they start scoring those points. And so for the hips of every skater you pass, you earn a point for your team.
Oh, wow.
But you can call it off before the full 2 minutes. But if there isn't a lead jammer, you can't really call it off. So it has to go the full 2 minutes.
So how do you
Oh,
score
wow.
a point? Then what does that look like?
So one of the jammers would have to pass an opposing blocker after the
cool.
initial lap. Yep.
Got you. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, sounds
a lot of
really
fun.
It does sound a little violent sometimes,
A little violent, yeah.
Yeah,
Crash
well,
out
there
there.
are a bunch of penalties. So way back in the day, there used to be majors and minors, but now it's a little less complex, if you will. But you can't throw a forearm.
I was going to ask you
hit
what are the rules.
somebody in the head. You can't trip somebody.
Yeah.
You can't do all those
Yeah.
things that they used to do in the old days. So we have to play safe, making contact in only like available areas that are legal. We do have refs, so I'll let you talk a little bit about the ref perspective.
Well, because that's another I ref as well.
Oh, so another title.
But a lot.
I didn't know about that.
Get up there. There you go.
There are the rules that are in place are there to keep people safe as possible, because it is a full contact sport. But we also, have big kid jobs that we need to be able to stand up to do.
Right.
A lot of us
Can't afford being injured
so
for too long.
safety is a pretty big priority.
Yeah.
The refs keep us safe, making sure like we're not elbowing people in the face or tripping them. A lot of people are like, back in the 80s, I watched roller derby on TV. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was fake.
Oh, I was going to ask you because
Yeah.
there's one on Spike TV like years ago.
Yeah, no, it
and-
was fake. It's
Makes
it was like
sense.
professional wrestling on skates.
That makes sense.
So now when you come to watch us,
Yeah.
it's not quite as scandalous, but when we knock somebody down and they don't get up, they're actually really hurt.
Yeah.
They're not just faking it.
Yeah.
People are like, we want to see bodies in the floor. What's going on?
like MMA on roller derby, baby. That's
wild.
crazy.
That is.
Okay, so but I mean that makes sense though.
Yeah, it
you know what I
does.
mean? Because this is professional, or is it
Yeah.
how does that all like league wise work out?
Not professionally because
Okay.
we don't get paid.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
We do pay to play.
we it's a pay to play sport.
Okay. So like
So-
like semi pro type, you know what I mean?
Kind
like
of,
y'all
yeah.
are, is there a professional like
There's
league with
not.
this? Oh.
there is
Oh.
a Team USA.
There is a Team USA.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there are some very higher level teams. Like a few of those skaters have sponsorships and the like from different gear makers, but they don't make much money. It's mostly just for free gear.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah.
Like skateboarding almost.
We also have had a Team Kansas
Yes.
in the past as well.
And
Oh,
it's
wow.
coming back as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So stay tuned.
So yeah, definitely.
Hey, we're waiting.
So Team Kansas, like, where would y'all like? Would y'all just do the same tournaments or same like leagues that y'all are in, or like how would that work?
No, so like Team Kansas is like a cumulative team based in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
So we take players from like leagues, which would be like the Kansas City team who are localized in Kansas, or like our team, or like there's a team in Salina,
in Wichita.
and then Wichita as well. So
Cool.
it's accumulation
It's like
of
surrounding
people.
areas, kind of.
Yeah.
So do you
Gotcha.
guys travel and go to like the different rinks and stuff, and do the events, like do
So
the
in
derbies?
the past, they went to a tournament that's called BOTUS.
Yeah. In the past, it was Battle of the All-Stars. That one is no more.
Okay.
But there are a few, one down in Louisiana that we are hoping Team Kansas gets accepted
Ooh.
into.
That'd be sweet.
And
That'd be
another one
fun.
up in Minnesota next September around that time, probably.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
That'd be
Minnesota.
cool.
It's a bit bigger of a stage than our
Much
team would
big, yeah.
probably play for.
Okay.
I gotcha.
So-
I mean, but
Cool,
that's
cool.
something to look forward to, though, for
Oh, yeah.
sure.
But
That
our
is.
team does still travel.
Oh, absolutely.
So the Capital City Crushers, we recently just went to a tournament down in Texas. It's called the Clover Cup tournament. We actually did pretty well there. Going in, we were like the last seed in the tournament. And so we were expected to be the losers.
Yeah.
But our first game, I want to say, I don't know how many points we
It
lost by.
was within like 12 points, I think, for
Right.
the first
Oh, wow.
game.
Yeah. And then the
Wow.
second game was within 20.
Yeah.
So
You guys were doing
both
your thing
games we
then.
really
Oh, we
fought.
did.
Sure.
We went up really high in ranking.
Yeah.
Our
yeah.
rankings went up a lot because of that tournament. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, congrats on
How
that.
many
though.
teams were in there?
8 in our bracket.
Oh, let's
I
go.
think.
That's awesome.
Yep. It was an A level tournament.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
all the
so that's-
games were like sanctioned games.
Yeah.
So we are in the WIFTA South regional. So like we go up in rankings when we like win by a lot, and sometimes even lose to teams who are placed higher than us in the rankings.
Yeah.
As long
so
as we beat that point spread.
and it
Oh,
was
there you
it
go.
was a
Cool.
good experience too.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that
Nice,
sounds like a
nice.
lot of fun. How do you get into how do you get into roller derby? Like I know if you're just at the skating rink, or when did you because I know I used to be at the skating rink all the time as like a kid, kind of in
Yeah.
my teens, skating backwards and all
Well,
that. But
for me, kid of the 80s and 90s, basically grew up at the rink.
same.
Mhm.
Then around time 12 or 13 years old, Mighty Ducks came out. They made inline skating the cool thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So abandoned quad skates.
Uh,
And then for my 30th birthday, I did not want to have a party. My best friend was like, "You have to have a party."
yeah.
And she's like, "I will do whatever you want." I'll plan it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, fine. I want an 80s themed skating party. So she called up Skateaway, rented out the rink, had a private party up here.
Yeah.
We showed up in our fishnets and our crimped hair. And the guy working the party was like, hey, have you ever heard of roller derby? So he recruited me on my 30th birthday party.
Wow.
It's just
One of
supposed
the-
to happen.
Yeah,
sounds
I
like.
think he was the newbie
That happened like
coach
what,
at the
last
time.
week, right? Last
Oh,
week?
yeah.
Yeah, last week.
Last week. It wasn't in
Oh, really?
2012.
Okay. Happy belated. By the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. Yeah, my birthday was last week, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
No, maybe two.
I don't.
I think
Happy
it was 2
belated.
weeks ago.
Yeah,
Maybe
happy
2 weeks
belated.
ago.
There you go.
I'm right on. I'm
There
right
you
on
go,
track.
right on
All right, cool,
track.
cool.
You're right
Dang it.
there. You're
Yeah.
on.
So what about you? What got you into really like roller derby specifically?
So, like I said, my mom coached. So at the time, like when she was coaching here and playing, I was young and we didn't have a team yet established for juniors. We do now here, kind of associated with the Capital City Crushers. But at the time we didn't. And so I went to Kansas City and I skated for their junior team from like the age of, I want to say like 11. And I skated all the way up until my 18th birthday. And then obviously like I graduated out of the program and I didn't want to drive and commute to play on the team anymore. So went to college for a couple years and then I decided I couldn't not play anymore. So I came back and now I play for the Crushers.
Let's go.
We are
Heck yeah.
very happy you made that choice.
Yeah.
That's
So,
cool.
what's your like favorite thing about like playing? You know, like are you what is it called? Was it what
the jammer? Are
The
you a
jammer,
jammer or blocker, or what would you like to
I'm
do?
most of the time a blocker. I'm normally the pivot, which I
Okay.
didn't mention this part earlier. I don't know if I should bring it up now, but sometimes
do
the
it.
pivots can take on the jammer cover. So like the jammer, if they get tired and the other jammer's just lapping them, they can take off their helmet cover and give it to the pivot. It's called a star pass.
Mhm.
And then the pivot becomes the jammer, the point scorer
Oh.
at that time. Yep.
So the blocker, like, can you get a little more physical as a blocker, or is that kind of like
Oh,
what?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that like the tough? Would you say that's the tough person position? Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
you definitely have to be tough to be a jammer too, because obviously
Okay.
you're getting like smacked around by the
Yeah, yeah.
blockers and the other jammer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So all the positions I'd say are like equally as like physical.
cool.
But like with jamming, you have a different set of footwork than you do when you're blocking.
Right.
So
That
they
makes
do
sense.
require like different sets of like footwork, and
Okay.
you have to be able to like move a bit quicker if you're a jammer than maybe if you're a blocker,
Yeah.
because you have other people to work with.
Heck
That's
yeah.
interesting. Like it's like I'm like
It's a real
I'm like
game,
mind boggled by all of
yeah,
this.
because I
Yeah.
remember I was just trying to get good at the limbo back in the day. It's like finally got good at that. And I was like,
Yeah.
let's go. And
Yeah.
skating backwards, but yeah, that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Interesting.
so. I mean, I played indoor football, so it's like a little bit different. Play for the Tropics here in Topeka, but it's a little bit different than outdoor football. But like, I'm trying to put all these pieces together, like how that goes. It's like I love the physicality of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I love that. So when it kind of bummed me out when you're like, yeah, it's not like what was on TV, because I used to look forward to that on TV. It's like, yeah, tear him up, like
Yeah.
blow him in the face.
Well,
Slide
we
tackle 'em
still
on the- do
do
it.
that. We just don't hit them in the face.
Gotcha.
Throw
Okay.
punches
No
or anything
face
like
shots.
that.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it's like, it's not like one of my favorite things that's ever happened. I was playing in a game once, and you know I'm a blocker,
Yeah.
like Mini Me is over here. Except I don't really pivot because my old lady knees don't go too fast
Gotcha.
anymore.
Okay.
I used to do a lot.
Yeah.
I leave that to the kids now.
Yeah.
But favorite thing that's ever happened is I was blocking and the jammer got out of the pack and I went up and I caught her and hit her to the outside. I hit her so hard, she went through the rest of the track, through the ref lane, through the penalty box, and knocked down the chairs.
See, I would have ran through a wall if I would have
Yeah.
seen that.
Oh, man.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
People, even though, you know, it's not like it used
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
No,
but
it's finally,
we
yeah.
still send those
happens.
bodies flying just
Oh,
as
yeah.
good. And now when it happens, you know it's real. It's, you know.
Yeah, it's
Like you
not
got to
staged.
check on the
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys have a celebratory skate? Like, if you got, like, do you guys have something you work out
Yeah.
like for celebration when you're like ahead, or you score or something, or
like celebration.
like
yeah,
you got like some cool moves you pull out there, like Blades of Glory type stuff?
We have certain plays and stuff.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
gotcha.
Cool. Heck yeah.
Which confidential.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
absolutely.
can't
Yeah,
just
no, no,
I get it.
no.
I get it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
question.
You
know,
Back
people-
question. I got you.
People will take it in.
They case
Yeah,
other
we can't.
teams. So.
Yeah.
We can't have someone else taking
I
that.
wouldn't say though that we have a celebration in particular. I do think like doing some of the like basketball themed ones would be cool, you know, get the bowling pins up and stuff like that. But
Yeah, there you go.
we
There you
can't
go.
really do that with our bench and on the skates. Like there's rules against like, you know, you shouldn't be
Right.
standing while like
Yeah,
people are
kinda
skating
throws it
around.
off,
But we
right.
do still hype each other up,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
clapping, yelling.
Yeah.
It's loud. It gets
Yeah.
loud in here.
Oh,
for
I'm
sure.
sure.
Who's
Sure.
y'all's biggest rival?
Kansas City Roller Warriors, I'd say.
Kansas City Roller
Yes.
Warriors.
Okay.
So top city, we're on top. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
Kansas City Roller
Coming
Warriors.
for you.
Yeah, we're coming for
Yeah.
you. Y'all know what it is. It's top city.
What
we're
makes
in here.
them the biggest rivals? Like,
Yeah.
are they just
I
the
think they're
complete
just
team as
the-
a whole? Or?
They come from a very big metro area, so it's very easy for them to get skaters.
Makes sense.
They've been around just as long as we have,
Yeah.
and they're just the highest level team that's closest to us, basically.
Gotcha. So do we need to start beef on the podcast with them right now? No, just
Yeah, I mean, you guys.
we're a little
Hey,
heavy right now. Like,
say what
squad,
you need
come
to
on,
say.
Yeah.
Right. Oh no, they're a good group of people up there.
Yeah. No,
You might
for
be
sure.
talking to two new jammers or blockers right
I
now.
know,
You guys
right?
don't know.
Let
Hold
me go
on.
and get ready, loosen up. No, that's hilarious.
awesome, though,
Like,
yeah.
it is honestly like I never knew anything like so. How we first kind of like I wouldn't say first. I think I've seen y'all in the news like when I was in high school, like years ago. But I just didn't think nothing of it. Like at the time, I was going through my high school days. But y'all came out to the I'm from Topeka video shoot. The junior team did.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't even know like this was going on here. So
Yeah.
like, when do y'all play? Like when does
Yeah.
all this go down?
Well, funny you should ask.
Okay.
We have a game coming up on the 17th of this month
Okay.
on Saturday.
Okay.
Doors open at 5. Game starts at 5:30
Okay.
against the Kansas City Roller Warriors.
Oh,
So
that's gonna be a big
It's
one.
gonna
be-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's serious.
it's our biggest game of the year.
Okay.
It's going to be a very hard-hitting, passion-filled game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is actually we're in the future right now. So this is airing after the
Oh, cool.
game. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was a good game, and y'all.
It was. We won.
Yeah, I'm glad you
We won
guys
by a
win.
million-
Yeah,
we
we
won by a
knew.
million
We
knew it was gonna be
points.
this.
A million and 2
I'm-
points.
I'm-
I'm so glad to see
Oh,
that
yeah.
it happened. Y'all pursued and y'all did y'all's
Definitely,
work.
man. Stuck together.
But
Let's go.
okay, so is it here? It's here at Skateaway.
It is
Yeah.
here
Okay.
at Skateaway, yes.
Okay, all right, man.
That's
We're
cool.
definitely gonna. I'm gonna have to try to make
And
it
then
out
we'll
for
have
sure.
another game too in September.
Yes, the end
Okay.
of September. It's either the 27th or the 28th, whichever one is the Saturday.
Oh, okay.
See, I'll probably be able to make something like that. I got a show coming up on the 17th, so
Oh,
that's
cool.
directly. Otherwise, I really would
Yeah,
come. I
we'll
want to
be
see
out-
this
yeah, I
live.
gotta
So
see
now,
it.
how do you feel about like I'm out here getting like, let's go. Like I get intense. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, no.
So
We
I'll
love
be-
that.
Okay.
Get loud.
We
Okay.
absolutely love
All
that.
right, just making sure.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
'cause I'm a loyal fan.
He
too,
will
so.
take his shirt off and run across. The
I won't do
Nah,
that.
but
No, I ain't trying to do all that. I mean,
Have y'all,
so.
speaking of which, it's just a random question. I say that, but have y'all ever had like a streaker or anything like that run
Oh,
across?
God.
Like,
We have not.
Oh, you had to just like
okay.
get
And-
like someone
out of
got too
here.
crazy. Like,
It's not, well, we keep it family friendly as we can.
Got
makes-
to.
I mean, like,
You
yeah,
always got
obviously
them
not like
people that
full.
just
Yeah,
come out
some
of
people
nowhere.
just go crazy though.
It's like
Yeah.
we do sell beer
Okay.
usually,
See.
but we try to keep it a little bit so no streakers.
Yeah,
Okay.
you hear that? Like,
Yeah,
don't
no-
ever come
Don't
and do
don't
that. We're
don't
removing you.
don't do
Okay,
that.
we're keeping it super family friendly. And then now, like, so how does preparation look for,
Yeah.
for war, for battle? Like, how does preparation look? You get some caffeine in? Like, what is that process for you guys? Like, what gets you like amped up and ready to
going.
like get in there?
Well, for me, game day routine, I wake up, I definitely stretch before I get to the rink because normally we don't have enough time to like stretch before. So stretch. I eat my 2 bananas at least because we
Okay.
can't be cramping on the
Oh
track.
no,
Yeah.
that
No.
would not be
Makes
good.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I eat my 2 bananas. I normally drink like at least 3 body armors. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
which flavor?
Strawberry banana is my go-to.
I mean, I'm still gonna dap you up if you want to dap me. You almost left me hanging there. Okay,
man.
strawberry. I could go. That was the first one. That's the first body armor I've ever had. So I like. It's all right.
It's my favorite.
Okay.
But definitely drinking my body armors. And then coming to the rink, I definitely like listen to like the same like playlists on Spotify beforehand. Then we get here and we all kind of like hang out. We do our jobs, like at least when we're playing here.
Yeah.
We have like jobs around, like we're hanging banners, we're getting the track set up. So like we're all here a little bit before the game, getting ourselves probably a little wired.
Yeah.
And then putting on our stuff and getting out there, warming up and
Doing
going.
it.
That makes sense. Well, okay. Now Spotify. What playlist is it? A mix of everything, or is it like rock, like
Right.
hip hop?
Oh, it's definitely a mix.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Gotcha.
My one like song that I have to listen to like every time is like Kids. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it was
Kids.
actually from the
How does
Whip
it
It
go?
movie.
Okay. It sounds
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
okay.
Yeah, it's
a
from
good-
the
it's a
Whip
good
It movie,
melody.
so I have to
Cool,
listen to
cool,
it
cool.
because it
Yeah.
gets me in my like.
Get you in your zone.
I'm in my
Right.
yeah. In case,
Yeah.
have you guys seen Whip It?
I haven't. I'm
I
sorry.
haven't
Okay,
either.
well-
I'm terrible with movie
Yeah.
references too. So
That came out like
Okay.
a while
While
back.
ago.
Okay,
It's
and
like
now
old.
what is Whip It?
yeah,
What is that?
It's a movie about roller derby.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely gonna have
We're
to
gonna
look
have
it up.
to
I'm gonna
now.
look it up now.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
man.
Like
Yeah.
they play on a banked track.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, we don't have one of those, so we play on a flat track. But besides
Yeah.
that, yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
Gotcha. Okay.
Got
So yeah,
Drew
I'm
Barrymore and Elliot Page and
Heck
a
yeah.
whole bunch of other people.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about you? Like, how do you?
Well, Saturday I get up and I go to juniors practice because I coach, and then I go home and I take a nap.
Yeah.
Naps are
Needed.
very important.
Very true. Very true.
Get up, eat a dinner, ice down, come to the rink, ice down the beer,
There we go.
and basically just like her, I have some songs I listen to, playlists.
Yeah.
Big Taylor Swift fan.
Are you
There
a
it is.
Swiftie?
We got a Swiftie right here.
Yes, I've loved her since before she was cool.
Really?
So,
I got you. So Romeo and
fan.
Juliet. Is that
Love
is-
story.
Love Story?
Yeah.
Oh, I said Romeo. I'm sorry. That's how I know that
Same
song.
thing, but we
you know,
got
I
we got
obviously I'm
yeah,
not.
yeah.
A,
I got what you meant.
Obviously, I'm not a
Not a
Swiftie,
Swiftie, yeah.
but I liked her when she like that.
Yeah.
I haven't listened
Yeah.
to her new stuff though.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
I got you. I got you. What
That's awesome.
what's your like? What's your like go to like I'm in the mode like how does that like what triggers in you to make you be like yeah I'm in the mode like it could be Whip It for you or like it could be Love Story.
Well, for me, it's harder on game days for me to get in the zone because since I'm the head of bioproduction, I'm the one that's responsible for making sure it gets set up and tore down in time.
Makes sense.
So you can't fully just get in
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
zone. You
She's,
gotta
like,
be
running
like,
around doing
you're
all
right.
this stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know. I like Lose Yourself by Eminem.
There we go.
Gets me riled up every
There
single
we go.
time.
Yeah.
I think like I really get riled up when we do like our team chant
Yes,
There you go.
absolutely.
and it
you're
like
right.
echoes through the rink. Like
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, okay, like, it's go
game
time.
Let's
Yeah.
get it. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Heck
or the first whistle. The first whistle, especially like if you're out there, it's like just a sigh of relief.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the gun going off at like a track
Yeah,
meet, you know,
yeah,
like you're
yeah.
like ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So-
Now, who's the coach? Like, who runs? Is there plays ran, or is that like all while the derby's happening? Like, is there plays, or you just kind of like?
Well, we don't usually, our team right now, we don't have a specific coach.
Okay.
We are ran by practice committee,
Okay.
which is,
Gotcha.
we have the head of practice committee, the co-captain, the captain, and a couple of other people. During the game, it's mostly our captain or whoever we have bench coaching at the time that takes the lead.
Gotcha.
But regarding plays and everything, we can't it's very rare that you can know what you're going to do when you go on the floor. Because you have to react to what the other team does.
Yeah.
So we
Makes sense.
call out plays to each other like in the moment. We just all do it.
That
Gotcha.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Lots of communication.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So,
Oh, yeah.
and then y'all have captains, like you said. The captains. How many captains do y'all have?
Just our captain and
One.
co-captain.
Yeah,
So
so-
yeah.
Oh, so
One captain, one co-captain.
Okay,
Gotcha.
I got you.
Cool.
That
cool.
makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
What's up?
Man, I was gonna ask a important question, but the captain question took me off guard.
Sorry.
While he's thinking of that,
yeah.
what's been? I mean, I hate to ask it, but like at the same time, I do want to know what's been some of the worst crash outs that you've had, like some falls. You just like, is there one or two that really stuck with you? Like, like I really, any injuries?
For
or-
me personally, actually, it's comes from Maddie. I was thinking about it earlier
That's why
today.
she looked. When I
Yeah.
asked, okay.
You know what I'm gonna?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long ago was that? Like a year and a
It
half.
was a year ago. Yeah.
So there was a pileup, which happens, and I fell, and my hip landed on
My skate.
her skates, on her
Ooh,
wheels.
That sounds.
Oh.
Still hurts
Yeah.
every once
Bruised
in a
up.
while.
It left a nice bruise
Oh
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
that I
I
got
bet.
pictures of.
the trophy there.
I remember falling a couple
But I
times
think-
and
yeah.
go ahead, my bad.
That's the one that's really. That's one of the only times where I've gotten hurt bad enough. I'm like, I need a minute.
Yeah, to take a
Yeah.
little break.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say I've fallen and hitting like this. I don't know if you ever hit the side of
Oh,
your
yeah.
knee right here,
Ooh.
but that's what. Man, I've busted it out there a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't
Yeah.
like phenomenal at skating. I could have been. I quit too soon though.
Yeah.
It's all good though.
You know?
Yeah, gave up on the dream.
Yeah.
Well, we do wear pads. So
Yeah, we wear pads.
Yeah.
We don't be hitting our
Yeah.
knees
Got
like that.
knee pads
Yeah, I was
on.
gonna say that's
Some people wear
important.
shin guards because you get
Oh, I'm sure.
kicked in the shin.
I would
With
be
the
one of those
skates.
guys.
Some
too.
people even wear butt pads too, like
I get it.
in
Fall on
case
your
you fall
butt,
on your tailbone. It
Exactly.
hurts. It hurts.
Exactly.
I know
That one
someone who
hurts.
once wore like, I forget what like a turtle shell bra because she got twisted once
Oh.
somehow.
So
Yes.
it gets violent. It
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
it can
Oh,
yeah.
happen.
Wait,
It hurts.
are
injury
you
can
allowed
definitely-
what
That is
what's the parameters on like how much gear you can wear? Like, can I go out there in
Can you
shoulder
come out?
pads?
Yeah.
no.
No, yeah.
I'll give it people.
I
give it
don't know
dress.
if that would pass the test.
Okay,
But
yeah.
usually, like mouth guards required, helmet, wrist guards, elbow pads, and knee pads are the ones that are required.
Gotcha. Okay.
Some people wear visors on their helmets so they don't
Oh, wow.
get poked in the eyes, which
Okay.
will happen.
Yeah.
Like Maddie said, some people wear butt pads so when they fall, they don't hurt their butt.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes
Definitely.
sense.
Yeah.
That
Some
makes
people
sense.
like, especially like I think braces are really important to some of our skaters. I was gonna say
yes.
my biggest wipeout, it's not even wipeout, but like I sprained my ankle pretty bad not that long ago actually and was in a boot during like one of our games. So like
Right.
that sucks. But I know a lot of our teammates have hurt an ankle at some
Yeah.
point or twisted a knee. So braces are really important to us.
Very true. Yeah, I wear a medical grade metal brace on my knee when I skate now.
Smart.
Yeah,
Smart.
keep it
Yeah.
safe, man. Them knees are fragile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It definitely does. How many games are like in like? Do you have a season?
Yes.
Like how many games are in a season?
Usually the
Depends.
season starts in March and usually runs through September. We aim to have 5 home games a year
Okay.
and about the same. So usually we have about 10 games or so a season, give or take.
Okay.
And then like this year we went to 2
2
tournaments.
tournaments, yes.
So
Gotcha.
we have a lot of action at
Yeah.
the tournaments as well.
Yeah.
That makes
It's
sense.
traveling and stuff. That
Traveling.
sounds fun.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like we went to Texas and then we also went to Springfield.
What part of Texas were you going?
Dallas.
Dallas. Dallas is nice.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm from there. I came from there in 2008. So from 98 to 2008, I was in Texas. But
Yeah.
what y'all's like foreseeable like future like with everything like with the season and stuff? Like, do y'all at the end of the season do y'all have like a bracket play championship or like how does that work?
We do not.
Okay.
We unfortunately we didn't make playoffs this time around.
Okay.
Hopefully next time.
There you go.
It's a 2-year cycle, so not this year, but next year we'll try it that again.
Oh wow.
But we have 2 games left, and then in October, date hasn't been set yet. We'll do a recruitment event,
Okay.
and then October, November, December will be concentrated mostly on training up new people
Cool.
and
Gotcha.
letting those of us who need rest.
Yeah. You need
Yeah.
that.
And then we come
Definitely.
back
It's cool.
hard in January.
Mhm.
We do normally do like a mashup,
Yes,
which is
in
more of like
December.
a fun type game. So
Gotcha.
like people come from around the parts to play.
Gotcha.
And yeah, we just have like teams normally like Halloween Town and what is it?
Yes,
Christmas.
We do the Skate Mare before Christmas mashup every
Nice.
year,
Wow, okay.
which is Halloween Town versus Christmas Town.
That's cool.
That sounds fun.
That
It's
really
a lot
is.
of fun. We like dress up in outfits and
Yeah.
We do sing there.
Hey,
sing.
yeah, that sounds like a fun time.
It does.
instead of timing people in the penalty box, we make them sing jingle bells
There we go.
while they ring bells.
Yeah, we're like,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole
Wow.
thing.
Okay,
man.
so you said that y'all didn't make playoffs, and you said it's a 2-year thing. Like, how does that? Like, is it just because the games combined, or like, how does that work?
Honestly, it's still working its way out. 'Cause
Gotcha.
we are a member of the WIFTA, that's Women's Flat Track Derby Association.
Okay.
And they revamped everything after COVID. So now they have different regions. Like there's regions because it's a worldwide sport. But in America, there's West, Northeast, and South.
Okay.
And we are in the South region.
Oh, okay.
Each region, about the top 10 teams, I think we came in at like 21, I think, or maybe 19. I don't know.
yeah, somewhere in
Somewhere
between
around in there. So about the top 10 teams go to playoffs to find out who's going to go to the championships.
Yeah.
And then they have playoffs one year and then champs the next year.
Gotcha.
And then playoffs and then champs. And they did that instead of doing it all in one season to give people a time to get the financials together.
Yeah.
Because if you find out you're
Travel
going
and
to,
stuff.
I don't know, Australia to play in 2 months, that's hard for
Yeah.
people to scrape together.
Oh,
You need to be
yeah,
able to
yeah.
plan for that.
Yeah.
definitely,
Especially
yeah.
not getting paid and stuff for it
Yeah.
too. Like that makes a lot of sense.
What happens if you win? Like, is there like something you get specifically, or is it just like obviously just the gratification of like we worked hard, we got here? Is that
Like just in normal games.
like if you get to like the playoffs and then say you do get to the championship?
we
Is
make
it like
the
the Derby Bowl
playoffs,
or is it like what's it called?
It's the we call it champs, and you
Okay.
play for the Hydra, which is
The
a big
Hydra.
trophy.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That's
Okay.
sweet.
I
Yeah.
personally would probably crap my pants if we like even made it to
Really?
the playoffs.
Hey.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
In the roller
Absolutely.
derby world,
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
100%.
Where's that usually played out at?
It
This year they played
So
the South
Australia?
region in Texas.
Okay.
South regions in Texas.
No.
I think champs are in Portland, maybe.
Yeah, that's where. Yeah, and,
And then-
North was in Arizona
Yeah.
for their regional.
Wow.
And then like you said, it's like worldwide. So they actually
Yeah.
had like what is it Oceania?
Oceania has so that's like Australia and New Zealand,
Mm-hmm.
I think. And then there's a Europe as
Yep.
well,
Gotcha.
and also Latin America.
That makes
so-
sense.
That'd be fun to go to Australia.
Yeah.
They said, "Come on
Yeah.
down the roller derby." That'd be so crazy, man. Australia,
And
that's
I
one
think
place I
like
want to go
the
to. Bad.
roller, because Maddie had talked about Team USA.
Yeah,
They play for the World Cup, and this year it's in Austria.
Wow. So I was gonna ask y'all,
that's
is
a
that
big deal?
is that something that y'all like? Is this an Olympic sport? Like, can it be an Olympic
should be.
sport?
It should be. Should be.
Yeah.
But
Kind of
Because
surprising.
Olympics
that-
are going on. You know. Like, and
But-
yes.
But not yet. Hopefully one day.
hopefully, yeah.
This
So
is
what-
cool though. I didn't know this was even a thing until you guys until you did we had the team show
that's
up.
the working
like,
theory, maybe why
Yeah.
it's not in the Olympics is not
Yeah.
enough people
People
watch it,
know.
or
But it sounds like
when
it's
they
growing.
tune in, you
Yeah.
don't know what's going on
Yeah.
versus like when you tune in and basketball's on
Definitely.
the TV.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, you guys are growing it. I mean, and then there's teams there's serious enough to have
Mhm.
playoffs and have the the championships and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
sounds like it's growing.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I'm definitely interested and
Sounds
definitely
fun.
want to come watch
Yeah.
because it's
I
a
have to check you guys out.
yeah.
And I mean, rep for the city. You know,
Yeah,
I'm from
exactly.
This,
You know what I mean?
we
Right.
love it,
Well,
so.
we're always looking for people to come not only watch us but just be a part of the team. Like
Mhm.
whether you're a skater or even like a referee, an NSO, so non-skating official.
Okay.
People like to time the penalty box. People to help out and
Yeah.
do stuff like that too. Because like Tracy said earlier, we're like a community of different people, and we all have regular people jobs that we do.
Yeah.
Right,
You know,
right.
we're,
Just come together
we're
and
here on
make it happen.
Tuesdays and
Yeah.
Thursdays to practice 8 to 10. But like
Mhm.
Yeah.
we also like I'm a teacher.
Yeah, I was gonna
So-
ask you what was
Yeah,
your
like
job? Like, what
I'm a
chose-
teacher during
Okay.
during the day, not
Yeah.
during the summer, but
Where you
during the
teach at?
day.
Mhm.
I teach in Valley Falls,
Okay.
so I teach 9th and 10th graders as well as like digital media and journalism.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
You teach 9th and 10th
Oh.
graders?
I do.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I thought you were like
No.
fresh out of college.
No.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
that's
actually
a
going to get
job.
my master's in December.
let's
Well,
go.
congrats.
Yeah,
You're working
so-
hard.
yeah.
Yeah, congrats on that. And you do digital media. You said
Digital media and journalism, yeah.
nice.
You're doing a lot.
Yeah. What about
Yeah.
you?
I work for the state
Okay.
insurance department.
Okay. Nice. Nice. So,
So-
yeah, that's just crazy to think, like y'all really do have like real jobs, real lives outside of this.
Yeah.
And y'all voluntarily come in here and take your aggression out sometime. No.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
yeah.
Something like that.
It's like
yeah.
a lot of time when people ask me what I like most about Derby,
Yeah.
I say I like hitting people and not getting sent to jail for it.
There you go.
It's legal. It's just it's
Yeah.
all legal out
Yeah.
here, man.
To bulldoze somebody. Like,
It's
what
also,
about you?
Yeah, it's also just like a great way to like meet people. Like the roller derby community is like really a community, and like a lot of like my teammates are some of my best friends.
Yeah.
So like we hang out more than just at practice and
important. That's
things
cool.
like that. So it's a good way to meet people.
Yeah.
For adults especially,
For
because it
adults,
can
yes.
be hard to meet other people if
Yeah.
you're not like involved in something.
Definitely.
For
It can
sure.
be. It
Now,
can be.
So
your coworkers, they know what y'all do, or do they kind of like they do?
Oh, yes, they
Yeah.
do.
I was gonna say, my kids know.
Yeah,
I've
your
been-
kids-
my
Yeah.
kids are like, we're gonna come watch.
There you go.
It's
So, like, don't mess with that
we wanna
teacher,
watch
man.
our teacher
Yeah.
get beat up. Yeah.
Like, make sure that you don't fight in her class because
Yeah.
she will handle
She's a
it.
block. She's a blocker. She is a jammer too. She'll get you.
Yeah, she'll jam you up real quick. But no, that's awesome.
That is, man.
It's I'm watching because practice. If y'all are watching on YouTube, y'all
Yeah.
probably seen like what's going on behind us.
Yeah.
But
You're getting it in.
every once in a while, like they'll come rolling by, and I'm like watching y'all,
Yeah.
and I'm low key like looking at. I was like, how does this go on? Okay, so the one with the yellow cap right now, what is she? She's a
the jammer.
That
with
is
the
the
star,
jammer. So
yeah.
the person with the star on their head is the jammer.
Okay.
And that is
Gotcha.
Honey Basher.
honey basher.
who is also a teacher
Yes.
at
Oh, wow.
Topeka West.
That sounds
Okay.
like that sounds serious to me.
We have
Honey
a lot
basher,
of
that
teachers
sounds like
and a
I was
lot
gonna
of
say,
nurses.
We have I was gonna say we have a lot of teachers.
Teachers and nurses. I mean,
That's
that's
cool.
that's pretty. Like teachers is a great job. So don't. I mean, but I'm just thinking like nursing. Like
Yeah.
when you're doing this, I mean, it makes sense. Like roll an ankle, break
Yeah,
a bone
got
real
a
quick.
nurse
It's like,
right out
oh,
there
there's a
ready.
nurse here.
Exactly.
It
So-
is a little bit embarrassing to like tell other people sometimes like how you got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when I did roll my ankle once, I was like, oh, I fell down the steps.
Yeah.
I hit him with a random excuse because I was
Yeah.
like, I can't explain to you that like I got pushed over by another woman.
Yeah,
I say
yeah.
embrace that though.
Yeah.
This is something cool though.
This
You know what I
is.
mean?
It is.
This is.
It's very cool.
It's,
Yeah.
Okay, now so what is the like who's the like person that y'all would look up to like in the sport when it comes to this? Like who's like a like the top when like you're like, oh, I would love to play against him one day, or like if you did play against him, you'd be like, oh my gosh, that's such and such. Like kind of people look at like basketball players like LeBron James
Right.
or
So I don't have a current role model, if you
Gotcha.
will.
There you
But
go.
way back in the day when I was young, my role model was always Snot Rocket. And I know there's a new Snot Rocket, but Snot Rocket with a jammer for the Kansas City Roller Warriors, like way back in the day.
Gotcha.
But she was my inspiration. So
Snot Rocket.
Cool.
Wow,
Snot
y'all's
Rocket.
names are freaking. I need y'all
Yeah.
to.
You guys got
Before
some
we leave here, I
creative
need y'all to
coolness.
give us nicknames
Yeah.
because y'all's nicknames are legit.
Man.
They're legit.
They
what about
are.
you?
Like Maddie said, nobody specifically right now, but I know one of the big names coming up, and one of the ones I've always kind of looked up to is Jackie Daniels.
oh, yeah.
Okay.
She was actually in the movie Whip It,
Oh.
and plays for one of the teams that we played in Clover Cup.
Oh wow.
And I remember when I got to be on the track with her at the same time, I'm like, my God, this is it. It's like,
Yeah.
we've made, can we cuss?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't ask the rules before. And it's like, this is like the fucking big time, man. These
There
are
you
the
go, yeah.
big names. They're like, gotta be shitting me. I can't believe I hit her and she like moved.
Yeah.
And I felt
Yeah.
really good about myself.
Yeah.
Did you
No,
feel
that's
timid
huge.
hitting her, or did you feel like I should like really
A
show her
little
like
bit.
I can hit
Yeah.
it? Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
But
Got you.
like in the moment, you don't always tell who it is you're hitting. You just know it's somebody in a different jersey color.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Like
it
I'm
was
hitting
kind
you
of
because
that
you're not
sort
on the
of thing.
same
I
team.
like
Yeah.
after I played the offense, I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God.
That's
Oh,
what
that
it
was
is.
so that
Hold
was
on.
so cool. And she
Yeah.
just looked at me
Yeah.
like I was
Like
Great
What?
collision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So how did she get to be in the movie Whip It?
the Texas Roller Girls are the ones that basically started the WIFTA flat track roller. Well, that's where the flat track came in to be. It was down in Texas.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Whip It was based, I don't remember if it was based
in Texas.
it was in Texas.
Okay.
So they pulled a lot of the local talent in to do the like stunt skating. Wasn't she also? No, that was Estrogen. Okay. That was stunt
Her name
double
is
for Harley
Estrogen?
Quinn
Oh.
too. I forget which one it was, but
You
No
guys
worries.
just gotta watch the movie.
I'm gonna have to watch
Yeah,
it.
we-
Like,
we-
it's on
we need
Netflix.
to
Where's
know.
this at?
We
Where's
need
this
to
at?
know.
Like,
I don't know.
I'm definitely searching on
It's
Netflix.
on
I
Netflix.
have
it's
it on
on.
DVD. I can.
I have it on
you.
DVD.
Okay. Oh yeah.
We
Oh,
probably
oh,
all
say,
have
I'm-
we all have the posters at our home that we got from the movie that night.
You guys about to quiz us, and that's what you see. So you better check that out.
No, that's awesome.
That
So
is,
are
man.
y'all both like you said you're from Valley Falls?
Well,
Or
I live in
you're-
Topeka, but yeah, I
Okay.
drive to Valley Falls. Just drive 45 minutes or so. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then
I've lived in Topeka since about 2013.
okay.
Moved here from Lawrence for work.
Okay. So a little bit of a long
Cool.
time.
Yeah.
Now, like one question we always like close out with is, since y'all been here in Topeka, what's your favorite memory or favorite thing about Topeka?
Oh gosh, I've been in Topeka my whole life,
Oh,
so I'm gonna
okay.
need a second.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Take a
If
second.
you can
Good.
think of something, I
We
don't.
got at least one or two things then.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing probably was when I first walked into roller derby practice for the first time after being randomly recruited at my birthday party.
Yeah.
And just how welcoming everybody was and how helpful they were.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like an instant family.
There you go.
Right.
That's awesome.
I was gonna say the skate away birthday parties always did hit different.
Yeah.
So that was definitely core memory for me. Or just like I lived in North Topeka,
Mhm.
so like we used to have T-Town. I don't know if people know what that is.
What is that?
It used to be like just a little theme park.
Oh.
But that was cool as a kid. Miss like the Kmart days, the
Yeah.
nostalgia. So like
right.
so like that Topeka, I definitely miss that Topeka. But yeah, the skating rink has always been a core place
Same.
For
for
sure.
childhood and adult.
I feel like
Cool.
yeah, when they
Memories.
when they had that good skating like music, like when you used to be like, you know, "Swing My Way," like used to be a song that they play, and I used to just go fast as
Yeah.
heck. Like when they that song come
Yeah.
on, "Shawty, won't you swing my?" I used to be just
Mhm.
tearing it up like yeah.
Well,
like,
yeah, I was gonna say like they used to do. My mom and dad actually worked here at one point, and they
Oh, wow.
yeah, so I had to be here
Yeah.
while they were working, and like they did like the all night parties, and
Yeah.
people like brought their sleeping bags, stayed at the skating rink, and
Mhm.
like they played music videos on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always a great time.
It's a
Good
time,
memories,
good
yeah. Because
time.
I same like it as a kid growing up. Because I was back and forth from Topeka and Ottawa. My dad lives in Ottawa, Kansas, so there was a little skating rink there, and that's all. I got so many memories. Like that's
Yeah.
all we
Yeah.
wanted to do all summer. So we lived at that
Doing that.
place. But
Well, there isn't a ton of things to do in Topeka either. I mean, we're getting better.
We're
Like
getting
we have
better,
a lot
yeah,
more
for sure.
entertainment.
Yeah.
But like if you have a family, or even if you just want to like, you know, F around,
Yeah, yeah.
come to the skating
you
rink.
hear that, guys?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
you
come
know
on
what
to
I'm
the
saying?
skating
Yeah, they're
rink, yeah.
welcoming you in.
When is
so.
their open skate then?
Yeah.
Like
It depends. Their hours depend on the time of
On
year.
Saturday, let me see if I can pull it out of my head. Friday nights it starts at 7 through 11, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Saturdays starts at around the same time. Starts at 10:30.
gotcha.
Goes all day.
Okay.
Cool.
Sundays starts at 1 through that evening,
Gotcha.
and they're usually open for holidays and special events, things like that. So follow Skateaway Inc. on Facebook.
There
They
you
keep
go.
up with their local events.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Like I know
Oh.
sometimes they have Disney Princess Days
Oh wow.
where they have come in so the kids can get their pictures taken with the princesses and things like that.
Nice.
It's always a
Okay.
big hit.
We also
Yeah.
do like our own skating parties sometimes
we
too.
do.
Yeah, we do like Halloween skate, we do prom skate, we do Valentine's Day skate. So like for adults over 18.
hmm I will say we are doing a Halloween skate this year. Sometime in
Okay.
October. It'll be on a Thursday.
Okay.
I don't know if the date's been set yet, but that is going to be a grand old time.
People dress
and
up.
People dress up.
I want to come.
If
I'm
Yeah.
getting
it
Caleb
works out with the
myself.
haunt schedule, hoping to get the night been there on the Boulevard people involved and get some of
Yeah.
them here.
Yeah.
I got
Chasing
them
around.
in case
Yeah,
they can
there you
come.
go.
Shameless plug. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chasing around with the
Yeah.
by Michael Myers or somebody out there on the skating rink.
Well, I don't know. Like two of us here actually work at that haunted house,
Oh, okay.
so it's going to be a good time.
It's
That
gonna be
Halloween
fun.
skate.
Yeah,
It's gonna be awesome.
Sounds like it.
it's always fun.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Where can they follow y'all like on social media or find y'all on social media?
Well, we're Capital City Crushers on Facebook.
Yep. Capital City Crushers on Facebook.
We do have a website as well. It's
CapitalCityCrushers.net.
I thought it was
.org.
org.
.org.
Yeah,
Okay.
.org. Yeah.
Okay. It's an
But
official
it's a little
site.
under construction here
Yeah.
and there. So obviously as we add like more players and like people transition and like marketing positions on our team, then things change. So
Yeah.
but
Cool.
that's a good place to check us out too. We're also
Cool.
always at all the parades. I feel like
Oh,
we're
okay.
at like all the parades.
We're always at the-
handing out flyers.
Gotcha.
Cool.
So next parade will be at the Miracle on Kansas parade.
Yeah.
Whenever they get that scheduled, then
Yeah.
Sweet.
you know,
We'll be there.
St. Patrick's Day one is always a fun time,
That's
and we're
always
happy
fun.
because we get to
Get to
wear
wear
our green.
green.
There you go.
So you don't get pinched.
It works out. It
There you
works
go.
out.
Yeah.
Well, man, I appreciate you guys like just sitting down and,
Yeah.
and getting to know the world of roller derby. Like,
For
'cause
sure.
I knew a little bit, but now I'm really finding out like you guys are passionate about it. It's a real thing,
For real.
and you guys are building a team. And yeah,
Yeah, yeah, y'all are doing it. So
Yeah,
we
heck
we
yeah.
appreciate y'all for allowing us coming here, and I know y'all have to practice and stuff.
Yeah, we
so
don't wanna hold you back.
I'm gonna sit and watch y'all a little bit after we get done here.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
sure.
definitely just throw out some cues to us and stuff when y'all are practicing. But again, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Make sure that y'all like, subscribe, share, and comment who we should have on the I'm From Topeka podcast next, and make sure that y'all get y'all's butts out and y'all come support.
come skate.
Yeah, come
Come on.
skate. Come support the Capital City Crushers because we're starting beef with the Kansas City team. I'm just letting y'all know. No, just kidding.
And
It's all
drop
up.
some
It's all
skater
up.
names too,
Yeah.
right?
What's that?
Drop some skater names too.
Some skater names.
for you guys.
Yeah. Well, y'all got.
Yeah, we're waiting on you guys.
Yeah,
for the
we gotta get
skater
y'all's
names. You get the
nickname. Yeah,
skater
y'all-
names, we're lacing up. We're ready. We just gotta get the names first.
I'll rock a shirt with the name
Yeah.
on the
I
back.
know, we'll
I'll
get
be
you
in.
guys
You guys got
jerseys.
some IDs with
Yeah.
skater names for me and this guy. Drop them in the comments real
Yeah,
quick.
absolutely. Shoot, get us some jerseys. I'll be repping for sure.
Yeah, let's go.
But yeah, we appreciate y'all, and we can't
Yeah,
wait to see
thank
y'all
y'all.
next time. It's always peace and love.
Peace.
It's about the people, babe. Yeah. I love my city, babe. From the north, south, west to the east side. Topeka.